Friday, baby.
Woo!
What's up?
Woo! What a great way to start.
Well, we got 5 people watching, so we're doing good.
There you go. There you go. 5
Yeah.
other people could be doing something else than watching us.
We only got 9 people watching.
There we go. There was some kind of, you weren't the only one that was messaging me about, so we doing a show or not?
Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah, and Lance and a couple of, so I don't know what the deal. It wasn't showing up at first.
Well, I was looking at the Two Stands Fishing YouTube channel.
Well, that's a pretty good channel, I've heard.
I was looking at that, and I did not see a thumbnail for Friday Night Cat Chat.
Uh-oh.
So I thought, well, maybe we are or we are not having a show.
You never know.
Here we are, and we're having a show. I'm glad you can join us. Got 11, 12 people. We got some people
There
coming
we go.
in. So we've got some happy folks out there. Looks like we got some calmer weather this weekend coming up. So that looking forward to that. I'm going to wash my boat. You want to see my boat, Stan?
Yeah, let's show everybody your boat.
You want to see my boat? The thing was a little it ain't had any TLC in what?
Ooh.
I got
last
sick.
year, right?
I got sick.
Yeah.
Then the hurricane killed the cover, and I got another cover. So I'm going to work on it tomorrow.
There you go.
You see my sign out back, Stan?
That sign looks familiar. That looks like a Christmas present that you got.
Yeah, gone fishing.
Look at there. Gone fishing.
Gone fishing, man. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to go fishing.
I might go fishing. Oh, well,
Who was that dude on Hank Hill? Boomhauer.
Boomhauer, man. I'm going to have them in the truck, man. We're going to go on down in a little ramp, man, and put the boat in on the water, man. We're going to catch some catfish, man, on big old catfish. Boomhauer, yeah. He was. I've never seen him before, though. I'm not sure who it is.
Ouch.
He was my favorite character. I love that dude.
Boomhauer.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm talking about, man. We can go fishing, man.
The funniest thing is Stan 3 had one of the guys he used to work with a couple years ago was over, and I can't remember what he was. He was into like cars and trucks and stuff, so I think he stopped by to look at something like that, or he was picking something up. I don't remember, but hey, how you doing, man? I work with your son, man. How you doing? Good to meet you. I swear to God, I thought this was the dude that did the voiceover for Boomhauer. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I said, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm Stan's dad. How you doing, man? All right, man. Uh-oh. Boom, boom, bam. We have Palmetto Cats.
Yeah, I remember for 24 months. That's awesome, dude. Got a new phone. Who did?
Hey. Oh, that sounded good, JG.
Oh, appreciate you.
Thank you, Kevin. They've got a live fishing tournament league's got a tournament coming up here, I think next weekend.
Yep, I'll be fishing.
The Fishathon. Oh, JG fishing.
See? You see what I'm fishing in? There it is. It's coming.
There it is. Hey, there's the winner right there. That's who's winning. There's the winner. I'm predicting it right now. JG Hill winning the Fishathon. But more importantly than that, you know what the Fishathon is for, right? It's everybody remembers Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
With the what did he do the telethons he always did it for? Was it muscular dystrophy or?
Yeah. I believe
it was, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they do that on TV anymore. I haven't seen it that I recall, but
that's because people don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, I know. I said TV. My little granddaughter said, "What's that, Grandpa?"
What's that, Grandpa? What's the TV?
Yeah, we watch YouTube and
Yeah.
everything is
Like,
streamed.
what's that, Grandpa?
Yeah.
What's the cassette? What's the 8-track?
Oh my gosh,
You
yeah.
remember 8-tracks?
Oh, dude, they were cool. I was in the generation. I was lucky enough to grow up in the generation where 8 tracks were really cool.
Yeah, I did too. You remember they had the great big suitcase in the back seat that had them
Oh,
all in
absolutely, absolutely. My
it? We
friend's girlfriend had a gigantic. I don't remember what car it was even, but you remember how I had a. Heck, I've had a giant one that was a Grand Marquis, Buick
Yeah.
Grand Marquis.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
wider than the lane,
Yeah.
and she had one like that. We could fit about 10 people in that car as long as somebody put the 8 track suitcase on their lap in the back seat. And
Hey,
yeah, it
so,
had.
so I'm getting an echo.
Not, I'm not getting it, but I'm not sure if
I
Chad.
think I had my studio speakers on. Uh, anyway, so my uncle had a '68 Camaro,
Oh,
and it had the 8-track in the console, and he had the real quadraphonic sound in that thing.
oh yeah.
Oh my god! You know what we listened to? He'd take me to the store, get me a Coke or a moon pie or something,
Uh huh.
and we listened to Bob Seger and
Uh,
Three Dog Night, and oh man, all those old classics, dude. It was so much fun.
little
I
George Thorogood, maybe.
no, no, didn't
Delaware
listen to
Destroyers.
George.
No, no.
No, I think he had Steve Miller Band.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Steve Miller Band.
Steve Miller Band. Oh yeah, good stuff, man. Hey, Stan, you want to holler at a few folks in the chat here? I don't know how far you can go back, but
Well, I can go all the way back to Lance McCool guy saying, "Let's get this party started." You got
hey, man,
Catchfish with us is out there. Burrito, Catfish Lady. You know, Lisa, she's gonna have to say it's Stan. He's gonna be late.
yeah,
Me, I don't know why she would say that. I'm not sure. But oh, there's the StreamYard link. They started something new.
Stan's on a mission.
That's right. That's right. I'm on a mission.
He's
My
on a
wife was.
mission.
I joke around about being old enough. My wife was joking with me about that
Hey,
today.
that reminds me, I have an old T-shirt that I bought in. Oh gosh, I'm gonna say it was the mid '80s. I was at the what's the blues club? Um, what's the name of that thing?
I don't know. You got
Give me
me.
the name of is the let me go let me get the T-shirt.
Get the T-shirt. That's probably a good idea. I'll keep saying hello to everybody out there. And there's Crappy Day Darren's out there. There's Indiana Chris. Always great to see you. Need more cowbell. That's right. Hey, we can do cowbell.
Here it is, Stan. Oh, I lost Stan. Stan hit the cowbell and he went away. He'll be back. His phone and this, that, and the other. Let me see where he was. I don't know where he was.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I got a couple messages in, and I forget that it chases me off.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's right. Catchfish with us is right. The A1 talent is back. Hey,
So
JG, how you doing? What the what?
yeah, really. Hey, check it out, Stan.
Oh, there you go. House of
Yeah.
Blues.
House of
There you
Blues.
are.
Now this T-shirt, if you look at it, this up here at the top,
Yeah.
I'd put that full screen. Now that's the original Crown of Thorns.
Really? Wow. Look at that. Yeah, yeah.
So that has the Crown of Thorns on it. You see the Crown of Thorns going across the
Yeah,
heart?
yeah. Right between the house and blues, right over the
Yeah.
oath.
And they made them quit making this T-shirt because of that.
Are you kidding?
No. Now I got this T-shirt in like the gosh, I'm gonna say it was a mid '80s. But anyway, it's in a shadow box, and this lives in the studio. So we're on a mission from God, man.
There you go. There you go.
What was the saying? I got a half a pack of cigarettes, a full tank of gas, 110 miles to Chicago. Hit it. Hit
Get out the way, you son of a gun.
Get out the way, fool. You know,
Hey, the 922 is saying, hey, the true host of the year is back today.
oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I'm just along for the ride, man.
you do a great job, though, JG. And if I could get my computer going here,
Yeah.
I'd be able to read a little better.
Cowbell.
I need younger eyes. That's what I need, JG.
You need catfish calls.
That makes me feel like I'm holding one right there.
Yeah.
Why won't this thing?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to. My computer won't pop up. I just got to reset my modem. It's right there. I'll be right there.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why it's doing this anymore.
You don't. Well, while Stan resets his computer, like Mike Sampy was out there, real and virtual outdoors. Always good to see Troy. Thanks
That's
for coming.
right.
Well, I enjoy watching Troy play his little video games, man. He's a lot of fun. And I promise for those out there watching in real and virtual video world, I will be playing games with Hogleg and those guys. I about got things set up here.
Ooh, that's right. I saw your setup.
So I'll be playing some video games with those guys pretty soon. Now I am nowhere near the video gamer they are, but I can get in there and laugh with them.
There you go. There you go. I've played a few video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played the most modern ones. I got Pong, and then I was playing Combat on what's that one? The newest one, the Atari.
Oh, yeah, Atari joystick.
Yep, with the great graphics and little red button there. That's the newest one out there. But let's see, Smallwater Charters. They had he's with Coach this week. He had a couple of great lives going on. That's a cool guy. Boom, boom, boom. 922's out there. How's it going? There's River Cats tackle. Just like the hat. Just like the hat.
Hey, look what I got.
Oh, you got a hat too, JG. Look at that thing. That's nice.
That's the embroidered one. Now I got lucky with that. Them boys, they had a select few of those, and they sent me one.
That is awesome. Palmetto Cats is saying, "Dance, baby, dance." That was back, when we first were starting to do everything. You know what I'm going to do, JG?
We did the, just going down to the bottom.
Yep. And
if we missed you, we'll catch you next week.
That's right. I'll gladly announce you next week for a comment today.
Yeah. All right.
That's
right. For a hamburger today.
Sampy is out there.
I would gladly pay you on Tuesday.
That's right. Man, they were some good. I grew up with those. I miss those cartoons. I don't know if they're on anymore.
Well, you can watch anything you want on YouTube.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I'm like, there's that TV thing again that we're talking about.
Nobody watches TV.
Yeah.
Now I do have TV, and so I have been watching the Masters today.
Ooh, that's right. That's right.
From work, I was watching the Masters. Justin Rose is winning that thing right now.
There you go.
The cut was +2 today. 54 players to +2.
+2, that's nothing. I can shoot a +2. Well, on the first The first hole, at least. That
At
that would
least
be.
money. The first hole.
I'm
That would be
great.
that would be a double bogey for Stan on the first hole. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about par. That's normal par for me, so that's pretty good. I would. Isn't that how it goes?
Hey, you're the one with the pencil.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, then nobody knows the truth. That's what I
It
used to.
all depends on how you write it down. See,
That's
you
right.
write
That is
it down,
exact.
and it's plus 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 2.
That's right. We've got the tablet. That is right.
Do you know why they give you pencils at the golf course with no erasers?
That's so you can't cheat.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I've always wondered. I thought, well, maybe I was riding in the golf cart and I was trying to write it a 2, and it just accidentally made a 3, and I needed to erase that.
Yeah. Yeah. My friends and I, we would consistently shoot like 9 under, 10 under.
Mhm.
But that's because we had to yell out how many shots we took, and so if it was a par 4, give me a 2 on that one, 2.
Right. Yeah. It's like Miss V's in the house. She said, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to go fishing tomorrow." Awesome.
Woo! She was so tempted to go fishing last week. She was going to go fish out in the mud puddles with all the floods and extra water they were having out there. I think a little creek, I think she said, out in the yard. And
butterflies and sunshine in the house.
What in the world?
How many monkeys does it take?
One big dumb one. My computer won't log to the internet. And YouTube, StreamYard's got this thing, share your referral link. Even if I click it, all it does is...
Oh, it came up in the chat a couple of times.
Yeah, but it won't go away. So it's I only got this much of a chat bar on my phone, and now that's blocking half of it. V said, "Hello, John. Mail call today. Thank you. Still waiting for the special package." That's John from Rivercat Stackle.
Okay.
The mail service across the country is all screwed up right now. It's on the way. That's right. It every once in a while, every couple of days.
I thought it was only screwed up in Richmond, Virginia.
No, it's apparently across the country. It's not only Virginia, but...
Hey, let me show you something.
There we go. Okay. I got the phone caught up in chat. Show me, JG. Let's see what we're looking at here today.
Well, you're talking about the mail system, right?
Yep.
See, it's screwed up in Shelby too, because this shit ain't at your house. No. I was supposed to mail it to Stan like a month ago. And it's little sound bite button. I think this thing's so old it has like a Kmart sticker on it.
That's right. That's my technology level. I could work that sucker.
Yeah, Stan just pushes buttons. Watch. As you push the button. It's Dramatic Chipmunk.
That's right. There you go.
And then he's got his stretchy Bucky.
There we go. That's right. There's my Buckies. I love my Buckies. I wore that hoodie, or that sweatshirt hoodie in Walmart the other day, and some lady was freaking out. Oh my God, I can't wait till we get a Bucky's. We're supposed to be having one around here. But she was the premier Bucky's fan, apparently.
Evidently, she was.
I'm a Bucky's fan, but she apparently has the sign that says "World's Biggest Bucky's Fan," even, and she was.
Did she have a tattoo on her arm?
She might have. I was trying to just keep going. Charge! That was totally unplanned.
That That's Stan's new toy that hasn't made it out of Shelby yet.
That's true. There we go. There we go. Okay, I see what happened now.
Did you get it figured out?
I did. This.
I've got stickers, Stan. Look, to put on my boat tomorrow.
Whoa! Live Fishing Tournament League sticker.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Yeah.
up. You were going to
And
be
then we got
all
this
set.
I don't have a picture of it, but I could probably pull it up somehow. Do you have did you get your computer going?
I did.
So Stan will be hosting tomorrow from Eastern time 11 to 1 a panfish tournament.
No, Eastern time. That's what I was getting confused with it too. 12 to 2. No. Crap, now I am confused.
It's 11 to 1.
11 to 1 Eastern. 11 to 1 Eastern, 12 to 2 Central.
Central.
Oh, crap. I think I got that backwards when I sent it out to everybody. I'm going to have to message everybody back, I think.
Stan.
Ay.
A brain fart.
Yeah, it's been a rough year.
So the word on the street is
Yeah.
it's that Lyle Stokes and the famous James Dockery
That's right.
are going to be fishing this thing.
That rumor. I can confirm that is as of right now. That is the plan.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, my honor. That's I was really shocked.
Jeff Bill said JG's on panel. I should be wearing my JG Darrell shirt.
That's right.
Hang on, there, Bill. Wear it proudly. Hey, take a Sharpie and paint a mustache or something on Darrell.
It's got to be one of those big curly mustaches, not just a little one.
Right.
You go out with the big curl mustache.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
John Parker said he sent you a text, Stan. Check it out when you can.
that might have been why I was. That might have been one of the things I was trying to check out when I bumped myself out of here. I don't know.
Mr. John Parker.
But yes.
Appreciate you, brother. I don't
Absolutely.
get to talk to John as much as I want to. You know, I went back to work, and that's all I do is work.
I know.
And then, and then I have to go back and catch up on shows and stuff when I have time. And sometimes I do catch them live, and I do try to type in the chat a little bit that I'm at least
That's
watching.
Right. And you know what? I think it's awesome that John uses his platform to praise God and have fun at the same time, and all the music that he's putting out, pretty dang cool.
Yeah, those guys are catching on to playing the AI game, and that's cool.
I'm even doing videos with the AI. Like I did check out the shorts, and I'm like, is it real or Memorex? And like YouTube is it's so simple. You hit a thing and you say what you want the thing to be. Crazy stuff.
Y'all are out there doing the AI thing, and I started on a 2-track tape recorder. You remember the old cassette 2-track tape recorder?
Absolutely.
You had to flip the cassette over to get the other side.
That's right, the B side.
Yeah, and that's how I recorded. I recorded.
Okay.
Like that for years. And then I got a 4-track. Oh Lord.
Up in the air, right?
I still have that.
That's right. You got to save that stuff, because then one day when we get old, that stuff's going to be worth something.
I don't think so. What I need to do is have a big yard sale.
There you go.
A big one.
I don't know if they do yard sales anymore. I think they call it Craigslist now.
Yeah.
No, now it's something else even. Craigslist is even old school now.
I need to get me. I need to get some of those old. You remember those old lights you could stick on top of your car, like the Starsky and Hutch light, and just slap it on top of the car. You remember that, Stan?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah,
slide across the hood
yeah,
and
yeah. I need one of those in blue for my yard sale. You think? You think if I put a blue light on top of my vehicle that would make people stop?
it depends. I guess it depends on the part of the country you're at.
Yeah.
Like blue light back in New York, where we lived in New York, that was a volunteer fireman was blue light,
Okay.
or volunteer first responder, I guess, was blue
Well,
light.
I definitely won't do the red light.
Yeah, no, no, that's you can
No,
get in trouble for
don't do that.
those.
Yeah,
I
red
think
light.
I think yellow is just caution, like your tow trucks and support vehicles like that. That's right. Catch Mr. Left's the Kmart blue light special
That's right.
for anybody that's old enough
That's
to
what I
remember.
think. You remember they had the buggy, and it had the blue light on the pole,
Boop, boop, boop.
and it would go around and
Attention.
around.
Attention Kmart shoppers, we are
And
having a
that,
blue light special in the ladies department. That's right, in the ladies department. Come check it out right now. And nobody knew.
had
I always liked when you were in there when I was in Kmart and we're having a blue light special in the sporting goods. You didn't give a crap. You were sporting and you were back there to see what it was because you never knew. It could be
right.
anything from a brand new fishing pole that they're giving a blue light special on to hooks to
Hairstyle.
Palmetto said, "Why are you in the ladies
Hairstyle.
department?" Because I was a teenager.
Why are you in the ladies department?
That's right. Why look at the Sears and Roebuck catalog?
Mhm.
You can go into
Maybe.
the ladies section in Walmart. You never know. I mean, in Kmart.
Oh, Lord.
There's Greg B. Palmetto out there. Creole catfishing. What's up, Creole?
Hey, Creole, how are you?
Benoit is out there. Catfish Fever and Outdoors is out there.
Creole has a new boat coming soon.
I've heard. I've heard.
Yeah, he's going to get him. He's got, I think, a Sea Arc protege. And he said
Oh.
that he had a bunch of new stuff he's going to put on it, lying around. And he said it was like Christmas, but you couldn't open your Christmas present.
Yeah.
Torture, man, torture.
I bet you.
Now,
I bet
Stan,
you.
did did you ever sneak and open a package under the tree and then try to
I
tape it back up?
I can neither confirm or deny that I would do anything like that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I can neither confirm or deny it. I
Mhm.
can confirm, however, that one Christmas when Stan 3 was just a wee little lad, he managed. We were waiting on my parents were coming over and going to do all the Christmas opening everything together, and
Yeah.
well, he got up and it was still dark out, but went out and checked, and lo and behold, Santa was there. And not only did he open everything, including his sister's present,
Oh, right.
he already had the dang Hot Wheels track set up going all the way down the hall, and he had it
That,
open and using it all. Oh my gosh.
that is funny.
Let's see.
I bet. I bet. Y'all woke up the next morning with, oh my God.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, we were out. We didn't wake up until my parents got there, and we're like, "Oh my God!" My mother can be loud, so
Chris said he opened a present one time. He said it was a wallet. He said, I was so disappointed. Hey,
let's
hey,
see. Wallet.
now here's one for you. Now, so my grandparents, I don't know why as a kid, why is the bigger box or the bigger box always the biggest gift and and that's the one you're most excited about, right?
Yep.
What do you So my grandparents, right? This
Yep.
box sitting in their living room, Stan, this thing was 3 foot, almost 3 foot tall, and it was like, I don't know, it was as big around as I don't know, a square box, but it was huge. It was huge box, right? And I stared at that thing for almost 2, 3 weeks while till Christmas got there. And you know what? Christmas got there, and I opened up the box, and you know what the heck it was?
A suit? I don't know.
A damn lamp.
Oh, yeah. Because that's what every kid wants.
A lamp.
Oh
Really?
no.
A lamp? Hey,
Yeah,
I felt like Ralphie. A Christmas commercial? Is that what he said? When Ralphie got his decoder,
Yeah, that's right.
got his
That's right.
decoder, and then he
Drink
was off
more
his phone.
Ovaltine.
Yeah, drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah,
Oh my,
poor Ralphie, and then he gets that dang bunny suit for Christmas. Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah. Go put it on.
That looked like would have been comfy though. That would have been a
Yeah.
comfortable
He said, "Do I have to?"
Yeah, and you knew the dog that was, the dads like that. That was the dads back in the day, right? Comes off as a hard ass, but he's got that same, hey, there's
Yeah,
one more present right over there behind the desk. The
yeah.
dad, he wanted to be the cool. You wanted to be as a dad, you want to be cool, but you got to be the dad. You got to be the lawmaker, lay stuff down, and
That's right.
you got to be the disciplinarian. But you still wanted to be the fun one.
Sure, you
That
wanted
dad
to get
was.
hey, you wanted to get a little praise.
That's right. But I think that dad was the perfect display of dad from back in the day.
Creole said he got in 1992 he got a Nintendo and a 19-inch color TV for his room. Now that was nice.
Woo wee!
Oh, I bet he was rocking that Nintendo. That's awesome, Creole. Man, that's some good
Hey,
memories. I got my GI Joe. I got all. I don't know how we got on Christmas, but
I
I
don't
had.
know.
Who cares? So I had. It's Friday Night Cat Chat. You know.
That's right. That's what we
Yeah.
can talk about whatever we want. And I see Sandy Toes,
Yeah, Sandy Toes in it, Australian lady. She's been around with us for a while. Hey,
but she is doing a $50 gift card for the winner of tomorrow's Panfish
oh,
off.
okay. Well, she can come and hang out.
That's right. That's right.
That's awesome.
There it is. Okay. But yeah, Christmas back in the day, it lost something. It lost a little bit, but uh-oh. It's
Yeah, but
life is so
anyway,
different. Life is so different nowadays, JG, than it was back in my day.
well,
You were
you know,
happy to get a lump of coal because you stayed warm that night.
right. And I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, you think back about it. I mean, we were all. Who the heck didn't go bowl up to the daggum Sears and go up to the counter and thumb through the big book. And then you
That's
pull in here, and then they hand wrote everything down to order it. Then 4 weeks later, you will go back up there to get. And so I was a little chubby kid, right?
oh no.
And so my mama couldn't buy my little pants for me. They were called Huskies.
Husky, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so they had Husky pants, and I couldn't get my Husky pants on the shelf, so she had to order those.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that situation. There we go. Okay.
Hmm.
Finally, 8:40, and I got my computer caught up.
That's awesome, man. You know what? Now we got 20 minutes of just fun-filled action, man.
That's right, action. And
All right.
speaking of action, you know what? There's going to be a lot of fun-filled action on is tomorrow during the Panfish tournament.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
It's going to be a
What's this?
blast. And
What's this button do? Oh, sorry.
oh, excuse me. Woo. I
Dang,
hope
Stan.
nobody. I shouldn't have let that one go.
Dang.
Woo.
I can't take you nowhere.
You heard that joke about little Johnny that grew up and went to college? He was the
No, I didn't.
lived on the farm. Yeah, little Johnny lived on the farm, and he did the hard things. Dad was always, we always did things the hard way back in the day. And little Johnny grew up and he went to college, and he came back home from college once he graduated, and was engineer. Went to college for engineering and stuff, and he came home and it was just after winter, right before spring, and they were trying to put fertilizer on the crops, and they were going to take everything from the outhouse, and they used to have to shovel it out and bring it and carry it out there and spread it all over the fields for fertilizer and stuff. And he's like, one thing, Pop, you know what I learned? I learned in college that there's always a smarter way to do things. So his idea is going to put some explosives down in the outhouse. They'll put some explosives down in there. They're going to just blow it up and shoot it all over the fields, and bam, done. So they get everything set up, and they run. They run the wire back out to the plunger.
Yeah.
And while they're doing that, Granny comes out the house, goes out in the outhouse, and she's got to go pretty bad. She sits down. Well, as she sits down, and they're like 3, 2, boom! And the outhouse. Yeah, there's crap everywhere. There goes Granny flying. They go running. Granny, you okay? She says, whew, yeah, I'm all right. I sure am glad I didn't let that one go in the kitchen.
Ooh, that's a doozy. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. And
where do you come up with from?
I don't know.
You can't. Hey, hang on. let me find the button. You can't make this stuff up. Do any? We just stand in timeout for such a terrible joke.
Yeah, I know quite a few bad jokes for some reason. I don't know why I remember those things.
Oh, and you don't remember just one. Like thousands.
I tried to. But the thing is, JG, I'm trying to think about it, and then one will come up for whatever reason at whatever time, and bam.
Here we go. Another dad joke.
But there is the link. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow is the Panfish Off tournament. That was Air Run that came to me with that.
Yeah. So Air Run. That's AIRRUNN.
I believe so. Yes. Run. And apparently, it's a nickname for his real name, which is Aaron.
That's right. Well, we figured that part out. Air Run. We got a guest, Stan.
A guest? Who could it be?
Who could it possibly be?
We can bring him up.
Oh, my God.
It's not anybody important. That's what damn.
Oh, okay. I thought it
was. What's up, John?
It's John Cyclone with RCT Tackle. If y'all don't know who this is, look up RCT Tackle. RiverCatTackle.com and go over there and check him out. He's got some goodies.
That's right. He had these hats like this.
Yeah. Here's another hat. Well, I don't know if you can get these hats, but you might be able to find some hats. But he does a whole lot better job of mailing stuff out than Stan does. I'm just saying.
No, I don't, JG.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did.
I don't.
Stan doesn't mail anything.
Stephanie does. Mail everything out because I don't.
That's right. That's right. John got fired a couple weeks ago, and that's right. It's Miss Stephanie.
None of y'all wanted to help me out either.
How do you get fired on your day off?
It was easy.
Oh, it was easy.
There's Creo out there says, teacher asked little Johnny to make a sentence with the word evidently. He asked if a fart had lumps. When she said no, then he said, well, evidently, I crapped my pants.
Oh, my goodness.
Is it Sunday night? Is it the Sunday night show? What's going on here tonight, John?
I didn't bring that with me now. It was already in there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
John has a following.
That's
He has
right. That's
people that
right.
follow him around, and here,
That's right.
here comes Creole, and
Apparently,
922 follows him around too because he's in
that's
here.
right. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. That's right. Apparently, a lot of people met the whole River Cats tackle gang at CatCon, and apparently people enjoyed their time. So they had a good time there. So that's awesome.
John, I think John makes some really good coffee out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he
Most,
makes some good
most, I
coffee,
mean,
man.
most people say it's a little tough, but
Is
I don't know
Is,
what
is
was
it?
wrong with
Hey,
Tangy that day.
is it a little crusty, John? Why are you drinking it?
Look, it only leaves a light stain in a styrofoam cup.
Just a little bit. And it takes a long time to get that formula right.
Yeah,
That's right.
years.
It takes a long time to get that right. We've
Jeremy
got go
Creo
ahead.
said we definitely had a good time.
Oh yeah, for sure. 922 Crab Barbecue said they just can't handle good coffee.
That's right. Hey,
Hey, I ain't going there. But
yep.
they'll be
John
back again.
and Stephanie did try to get my wife to come there, and John promised her she loves that coffee. Like she was this close to going this year, but we had some other stuff, and just
It was
for the
close.
coffee, just for the coffee, it was close. She had agreed at one point, and then
hmm
yeah.
Yeah, she was right there.
Next year.
Um, when are you fishing again, John?
That might be a while with the way the river's going right now.
Oh, is it just coming up higher and higher?
Yeah, we expecting to jump 2 foot tonight,
Whew. Wow.
and probably within the next week we'll be up to 41 foot.
And what's normal water down there? What's that?
Normal is usually anywhere from 10 to 18.
Okay, so 40. That's out off the charts, fellas.
Yeah,
That's covering boat ramps and a few people's houses.
flood stage is 35.
Wow.
Wow.
Are you high and dry? You good?
Oh yeah, we protected by levee.
Okay, good.
When it hits
And
at 45 foot,
for
that
those
was the
that
highest we've ever been. I could stand on the bow of a boat and look at cars passing on the road.
Wow. What do you say, Stan? Hey, Stan, do you not
yeah,
pay the light bill and light went out?
my light went out.
Hey, yeah.
Can you
Didn't
see
have a
me?
light
Oh, there you go.
front? I can see you.
Kitten came in. Kitten came in. What are you doing, Kitten? He was telling me, all right, I'm in, pops. I made it. I'm in before the as the street lights came on.
That's
I
awesome.
let him out during the day. I made an agreement with Kitten. He can go out there in the day, but he's got to come in. Got to come home for night time, and there he is.
That's awesome.
Aggravating
Only
you,
when
huh?
the cat comes back.
I got to go shut his window now. You're in for the night, Kitten. Let's see. Out there, Creo said, tough. John's coffee had a dang octane rating.
Yeah.
Well, they drank some of it and they didn't drink a Red Bull after that.
And Sandy Toe said American coffee is questionable. She's from the, I tell you what, there's some tough people over there in Arizona. Oh my Lord, Australia.
Arizona. Have you ever been there in the summer? It's hot.
Yeah, now I was thinking of Uncle Jeep for some reason, but Australia, there's some tough people over there.
But you got to enjoy coffee. I'm sure there's different coffees all over the world, and there's all different brands and types and flavors. I love coffee.
I was totally shocked because Community Coffee, like I think it was Creo that put it out there. That's Community Coffee from Louisiana. Well, there's this little, and when I say little, I mean this little. For anybody that's lived out in the country, they know what a country store is. Little in the middle of nowhere, out towards one of the lakes that we go to, one of the by the Chickahominy, and you go in there, and I'm like, man, I don't know if they're going to have anything in here. And I go in and look to the left. Oh, there's this whole community coffee set
What?
up. Like, yeah, here in Virginia. I was like, holy crap,
What?
look at that. Oh, yeah, it was your kind of place, John. You would have loved it. You would have loved it.
Did you buy some?
Of course I did. I got me a large, extra large styrofoam cup of that and kept me
Have
awake
you
all day.
have
It
you
was,
have you ever told your audience the
oof,
story about
ow.
when you go buy coffee for you and your wife, what yours is?
Yeah, I go in there, Mr. Big and Bad. Yes, I'd like a large coffee.
Hey, you know
No.
why? You know why people have trouble with coffee? They really haven't tasted the good coffee because this is the pot I use at home.
There it is, the
Oh yeah.
percolator.
Oh yeah.
That's what my dad used. But I said, give me a large coffee, the strongest you got, dark, no sugar,
Yeah.
and how about a caramel macchiato, extra cream, extra caramel, a little shot of cocoa.
Yeah.
So I get
Yeah.
that. I go up to the counter, and my wife comes up, and I'm like, "Here's your large coffee, dark and sweet, and here's my caramel macchiato."
That's right.
Ooh.
Gotta love it.
Oh,
Oh
there's a
my
sting in the
goodness!
pot. Trust me.
Why
Yeah.
did that coffee brewer look like something from Doctor Who?
It's not that old.
There's
We
some
had
places.
we had one. I can't remember if Mama still got that thing, that coffee pot she had, that big one. How much that thing would make?
JG, you know what? There is some places in Louisiana that Doctor Who hasn't even been on the TV yet. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
saying they're behind sometimes with things, but yeah, they're behind on times with some things. And I'm not saying
It's
it's a
not
bad
bad.
thing.
It's not a bad thing.
What? I'm always behind, Stan.
There's like
Exactly.
you don't want to go down there. You might not come back.
She wouldn't want to leave.
There you go.
That's for sure.
Wow, chat's kind of quiet.
Okay,
They're
kitten.
rolling right along, aren't they? Maybe they're mesmerized, Stan, by all this action.
It could be. It could be.
That's right. Mesmerized by all the action.
I could tell some more bad jokes.
We good.
Yeah,
Very
you
true.
notice I wasn't up there live on Sunday, this past Sunday night.
Hmm.
Apparently, in my contract, I'm not allowed to tell the bad jokes.
Stan, I want you to talk about this panfish tournament
Oh,
tomorrow.
yes, that's what we were supposed to do tonight. Well, it's the panfish off. It's just to have some fun, to kind of go back to the roots.
Your camera
We've
went down.
all. Oops. Yeah, I was. Why did my camera go down?
Who you fighting,
What?
cat?
What is go? Oh, I was fighting the cat. You're right. Dag blasted cat. Wow! Get out of here!
I think he's clawing his back. He's getting attacked by his cat.
He might have should have left it outside for a while.
I think so. Look at this. Hold on. Look
Yeah.
at him. Look at him. You get off my chair. What are you doing over here? So can I just go out for another hour?
Yeah.
You big
I'd
jerk.
open the window.
Yeah, that's what I just went and did. I had closed it. I let him out a little. He'll be back in an hour.
And
Yeah.
he needs a treat.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
So the panfish show is from what time?
It is. I tell you what, it's so funny how I get so confused with these East Coast, Central, East, Central, Mount, all this,
Yeah.
but it is 12 to 2 Eastern, which would make it 11 to 1 Central.
Okay.
12 to 2 Eastern, 11 to 1 Central. If
2 hours.
anybody else, 2 hours, just a fun little. It's just to go back to the roots, have some fun, and it's a little interesting. You get a point for any sunfish, bluegill. You get a point for any of those that you catch. You get 5 points for any crappie that you catch. Okay, crappie and bass are worth 5 points, and it's your first 5 of those that you catch.
Right.
So the difference is crappie are worth 5 points, bass are worth -5 points. So if you catch a crappie and then a bass, it's 5 points, then -5 points, so that's 0. And then if you catch 3 more crappie, you'd get 15 points. And
why is bass -5?
because it's a ditch pickle.
What's wrong with you, boy? What are you saying?
The bass get no respect over here. They got enough. It's just on my channel right now. If we get, like a bunch of people that message me tonight, and we'll get another channel. And
wait a minute, let me see if I can find that, and they can send you a message if they want to do it. How many
there you go. Yeah,
you have open on the screen?
There is still 2. There's still 2.
All right, y'all send Stan email.
Wow.
Yeah, well, 2 spots. I mean, somebody wants to fish. You want to fish, John?
It is just going to be fun. It's like I said, it's a point for bluegill the whole time. You get your first 5. The first 5. So if you catch 3 crappie and 2 bass, the 2 bass would be -10. The crappie would be +15. So you'd have 5 points there. Now, if you do, what happens when you're fishing sometimes with a worm and stuff, or like bluegill and stuff, or you're casting the jigs out.
Yeah.
You're casting the jigs out for crappie and stuff, and you hook into a channel cat. Well, then you start over.
A channel cat?
Catfish, you point start back over again if you happen to catch a catfish. Because we're always used to trying to catch catfish.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But if I was to fish it, JG, I'd have to use our Wally World rods.
That is going to be, John. You've got a tournament coming up this year.
He does,
and I will probably be hosting that.
What day is it? May 10th or April?
That's
May
10th.
Okay.
That's like the Wizard of Oz, like Stephanie in the background. Stephanie's the Wizard of Oz. John wants to know an answer to something. You'll see him go like this. What day is it? How much was that? When is that?
How old am I?
Yeah, there you go. Stephanie's in the background. Stephanie is the wizard. She's the wizard of RCT. There we go. There she is.
If you ever ask, if you men are out there watching, you ever ask yourself, how old am I? Just remember that my wife said that all men are 12 years old.
There you go. I agree. I concur wholeheartedly.
Well, I wish I sure the hell felt like it.
And she said, but then again, sometimes they're just 9. They have 12.
This is true. Yeah. And there's V said, John, she's just as bad, but with tea. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I used to be addicted to tea, going back to that whole coffee and caramel macchiato thing.
Yeah.
We always had Mr. Coffee, and I was always a tea drinker. So as a Christmas gift and a kind of like a prank gift,
yeah,
they got me a Mrs. T machine. I'm like, what? But thank you, I love tea. So
that's right.
I wasn't too proud to use it. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. It was awesome.
What was that?
That's right. We all gotta consult the boss.
you play Dirty Santa. That you always get some cool gifts playing Dirty Santa.
That's right. That's
What?
right.
Yeah.
But John, during that the tournament that's coming up, we said May 10th.
10. Yeah.
It is the Walmart Whiplash.
Mm-hmm.
And Wally World Whiplash. Thank you.
Yeah, and you have to use a certain rod. It's an Ozark Trail
Wayfarer.
Ain't
it? Wayfarer.
There he goes again.
Well, hell, I ain't getting in trouble.
You got to consult the wizard. That's right. I concur.
Hey, Stan, I have a sticker over here in the studio that says, "No one sees the wizard."
That's right. No one sees her. She's just there controlling everything in the background. And if you ever get...
I've got another sticker over there on the utility door. It says, "No, don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain."
And if you get anything from River Cats Tackle, make sure you say hello and a thank you to Miss Stephanie, because she deserves it.
Hey, and if you do go over to rivercatstackle.com and order something, use code 92210.
That's right. That's my favorite code out there. Save
yourself 10% and free shipping from River Cats Tackle.
That's a big thing right now. Absolutely.
Yeah. I still haven't got my meeting with the orange fella. I've been trying.
John was trying all day on the phone, trying to get in touch with him, but he wanted to talk about some policies, we'll say, that aren't quite helping the American people yet.
Not yet. Oh, man.
V said she brings a half-gallon Yeti full of tea on the boat. And a Yeti already filled. What the what?
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, V is something else out there.
Hey, you going to the gathering?
She's gonna have to move. That no fishing for her is driving her crazy.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I bet Chris is like, oh my God, I got to get this lady in the boat.
That's right. She hasn't even been on stand day yet this year, and they were, it was so bad she went out and fished the flooded creek in their backyard, I think, the other day, just to have a rod out, just so she could say she was fishing. But as Lisa would say,
said he heard his code. He's working on a computer.
As Lisa would say, even V fishing out in her backyard would have a better chance of catching a fish than 922. Just saying. Whoa. Just saying. That's what she would say. I'm not saying that, 922. I'm not saying that.
Hey, I got a picture for Andrew DeFore. Is he in here? Creole, you still in here?
Creole's there. I don't know if I saw Andrew tonight.
I didn't see Andrew, but I didn't know if he was in here.
JG's been waiting.
Well, he was talking about his setup. He had like his monitors and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? If Andrew comes in, I'm gonna show him a picture of my setup here in the studio, because I just wanted him to see it, but I didn't know if you want me to show my.
Go ahead and show it, and go ahead and show it, and we can always show it again if next time Andrew's in the live.
Yeah. This is the spaceship.
Ain't no damn way.
Yeah. And I've still got some more but now this is a studio. This is not a gamer setup. This is all studio stuff. But I was like, Andrew would show up, I'd show him that stuff.
That's right. You can definitely tell that Andrew's is set up. He is definitely a gamer. He's got the gamer set up, and you've definitely got the studio set up for sure.
There's a lot of wires in here.
You see what Bobby just put in there?
Stan
10 will get you the free rod at Stan's expense.
Oh, what the what? Don't say that code then. Oh my God. Okay, maybe one person. All Okay, two people. I will cash in some of my. You remember the bonds you used to get when you were a kid? They
Yeah.
do the U.S.
Yeah,
savings bond. I'll cash in a couple of those maybe, and
I
Well,
got some of those from my grandparents for Christmas.
absolutely, that used to be a big deal.
I got those bonds, and then
And
I used to get silver dollars too.
oh yeah, yeah, they were always a great gift back in the day.
Yeah, unreal. John, so you guys, how long is that tournament? Your catfish tournament on your Ozark trail rods.
what
What
time
does
we
it
set
go
that
to?
for?
There you go.
8 to.
What time is it? Is it eight?
Oh, no,
Is it
it ain't 2
8 to 2? Is it
o'clock.
that long?
I can't let that get me.
Do you remember, Stan?
I believe that it is.
I think
I
it's
believe
8 to
it's
2 our time, and
9 to 3 Eastern.
yeah.
Okay.
And one of the things with that, and in wanting to get that, here's John River Cats Tackle. They've got hooks and all that stuff, but they've got rods and reels and everything else. And the point of that is that you don't necessarily go out. You don't need to spend $100 or whatever on a rod and reel and all this other stuff to go out there and catch fish and have fun. You can
That's
do it
it.
with a $10 rod from Walmart. There's half century 50 cent out there.
That's the purpose of it. It's just it's really and truly saying is to find out who has lost touch on finessing the big fish in on small
There you
time.
go. Well, that's why I'm hosting it.
Because Stan lost touch.
That's right. I may have. I need to get back out there.
Chris
Catch
says
fish.
he got to get her on a fish tomorrow. He may disappear.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
He's gonna be in trouble if he doesn't get her on a fish tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now, Chris and son of a gun, I don't know why I can't remember their catch fish with us is Chris V and their partner. I think it's Joe. But Chris and Joe had been out on stand day trout fishing. They put on a clinic with trout like a month or so ago. That was crazy. Well, at least the other partner did. Chris, he caught one or two, but
And let's see here. Next weekend, and we'll talk about it some next week, hopefully, if okay with Stan. We're
oh,
do the Live
absolutely.
Fish Tournament League next Saturday, the 19th. Fishathon. We'll be there from 9 to 3 live. You guys come hang out with us. And
That's right.
Talk some crap about us fishermen while we're out there. John, you can watch me live next weekend.
That's right. JG is fishing next weekend. The Live Fishing Tournament League. That's right.
Oh, I know I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, yeah, I showed a picture of my boat a little while ago. Did you see it, John?
Yeah, I seen your pontoon.
Yeah, that's my baby. I took that thing and rebuilt that thing myself. Every little bolt, took it all the way down, put it all the way back, and
You brought it up to your house all the way from Santee, I believe, right?
that pontoon came from over towards Raleigh.
Of course, Palmetto.
That's right, Palmetto Cats.
Ooh, my nose is itching. I'm going to kiss a fool. Baby doll.
We got you, brother.
That's right.
Get your stickers today.
And congratulations. I think it was Bobcat and that Fashizzle guy. They won last year, and I think they're off to a great start again this year. So
Yeah, my team, my bad dude. they're doing a lot of bumping, so they get back up there at the dams, and as long as they got that water running, they can bump. But there's some big fish in there, but you know what? We don't worry about stuff like that. We go fishing, and hopefully we'll the catch more weight than they do, and
Absolutely.
that's when I go fishing. When I fish these tournaments, man, there's not one. I have no issues with who wins or loses. It's like I'm out there fishing and I'm having a good time fishing with my friends. And if I win, great. And guess what? I have won.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a always a uptick. And
I
but
just
I tell you what, there is nothing like fishing a tournament and have it caught a fish yet. It's like
Oh my goodness.
total stress city, man. It's like, okay, so you're out there fishing and you got all your rods and you got your confidence spot and all this stuff. And then
That's right.
we've been live for 3 minutes. Oh, way to go! You got a 43 in the boat, and you're thinking, "Holy crap!" And
Oh
then,
crap.
oh
Yeah.
crap! And then, uh, 45 minutes goes by. You haven't even got a nibble. That's way to go! You got another 32 in the boat, and it's like, oh crap! And you just keep doing your thing, man, and uh,
Well,
get some luck on your side and understanding your waters and how you're fishing. It's just like John, man. He'd go out there. If you guys watched him, he was live here a couple of weeks ago.
that's right.
And,
That's right.
he was out there fishing and in the river.
That was in the WOTTS, the Way
Yeah.
Out There tournament series.
Okay.
That's kind of a little different one.
It is different. And but that whole thing, watching all these people from different states, how they fish and what they're doing and where their waters are, and that's what makes it so interesting. It's like
Absolutely, dude.
he's out there fishing, and what current is
Well,
this? How fast is the current? What's he fishing with? What kind of rigs he got? The rods he's using, things of that nature, just to present the bait to the catfish. And here's, I am fishing a reservoir or a lake, and I have a
totally
different
different.
presentation. And it's cool if you can, you get into it and then you understand, the characters and the fishing, like the Danny Stones and the John, uh, excuse
Sean
me.
Parker's real time catfishing,
I
the
mean, oh my
professional
God.
catfish angler.
I mean,
And
if you can't enjoy a show with John Parker on it, there's something wrong with you.
and speaking of personalities, there's my good friend Clint out there from Adventures of Allie and Clint. Make sure you check out their channel. They run some trot lines and stuff out there, and I met them at CatCon like 3 years ago. But he was the one that this past year he does some drag racing, and check that out.
Oh,
That
nice.
is the Memphis Street Racer. That's a personalized license plate. It's signed right there. JJ DeBoss. For anybody that watches the Street Racer out there on TV. And I got a few things. He left. I was supposed to be. I didn't make it to CatCon this year, but he brought me a few things there.
Nice.
Yeah, check that out. Like awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So if you like fishing and you're into that, and they, does stuff with his girls, you'll love Bugs. She's awesome. But check out Allie and Clint, Adventures of Allie and Clint. A lot of fun. Hey, we might be able to get them in the. They might want to do the jug competition. We got a jug fishing tournament coming up with the
Yep.
WOTTS with Daryl and Randy Swain. Randy and Lisa, the Swains. I don't want to leave Lisa out because she'll never let me hear the end of that. But
True.
And why you mentioned Daryl and Daryl
oh
had to
yes,
go back to
yes,
the hospital. They had to do another surgery on him. So we're all prayers with you, Daryl, if you're watching.
absolutely, yes.
Love you,
I'm
brother.
not. That's
And
Daryl's story to tell. I'm not even sure what's going on, but there's
yeah,
been
right. And
some
he
complication and stuff. And yeah,
he
yeah,
posts
yeah.
he posts up on Facebook, this, that, and the other, to keep people,
Hmm.
up to date, I guess, and what's going on. But we're thinking
Yeah,
about you.
absolutely. We love you, Daryl, and
Hey, more cowbell, Daryl.
that's right. There you go. There's some cowbell for Daryl, and you know he comes off as having only one feeler, and the man that everybody loves to hate, but he really is he's got a good heart, and he's been through a bunch of stuff, and anybody that loves their family like he does, they can't be a bad person. So big prayers to Daryl, and send the prayers out for him. This is 3 weeks in a row now that he's had 3 surgeries in the past 3 weeks, and that's enough to take something out of anybody.
Yeah, that
Get
is
alone.
zero fun.
Yeah, I mean, three surgeries in 3 weeks. That's enough to take something out of anybody. And
Yeah.
then when if you're as old as Daryl is, it takes out even more. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's a fact.
Well, I
That
tell
was
you
not a
what,
shot,
man.
Daryl. I was just joking. I was
Yeah.
just kidding. Just a joke. Just a little joke.
Yeah. Right.
I think Daryl doesn't even know how to. Daryl doesn't know how to take. He'd rather have somebody throw shots at him than he doesn't know how to deal with the other stuff. So
What's this button do?
Yes, indeed. I've been in that situation. Stan went in for surgery on a Monday and was back for another surgery the
Oh,
following week.
sorry.
oh my gosh, yeah. 3 years ago. That's right. That's right. That's right. But next year, I'm sure they'll be there. We'll get to hang out with them a little bit, and we'll do some lives. They were doing some lives and stuff from there. So next February, promise, I'm being there one way or another. If I don't have a way down there, I'm going to start walking in. Let's see, it's the end of February, so I'll start mid-January, and I'm going to walk to. Maybe I could do that for like a benefit. I'd be willing to do some stupid thing like that for a good benefit. Maybe
You'll be
we'll see.
there.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
You'll be there.
I'll be back in a minute.
And John, I'm going to check those. John sent me a couple of texts during the live tonight, so I'll check them out right after. And thank you. Real time catfishing. Mr. John Parker was the Golden Whisker Award winner this year for community servant, and well deserved. He is pretty much anybody out there that's got you can see his work, the things he's done for everybody out there. Pretty much any live, somebody's got a avatar, icon, a thumbnail, whatever, and a lot of them have come from John. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate what you do for everybody out there, and I appreciate you spreading the good word. So don't change who you are.
That's it. Be who you are.
Yeah. I saw this past weekend, John. We had Creole up. Man, that made me even more mad that I missed this past weekend. It would have been fun to be back with my OG broadcast brother, Creole, Jeremy. Y'all had a pretty good show. Uh-oh. This is news. Oh, that's right. Warren did say something about that. Real-time catfishing, the professional catfish angler, is telling me that right now him and Warren will be on stand day this Sunday from Bugs Island Lake. Woohoo! If things work out, I may be out fishing Sunday also. However, I might be doing some crappie fishing. I'm just going to be out there crappie fishing. Every once in a while, you got to go out there and do some crappie fishing. That's why I think everybody, John, I'm going to start a petition that we're not going to name them crappie anymore. Crappie, crappie, whatever. I think sacrele. That's going to be the new name for them. It's going to be white or black. Crappie. Exactly. And then we don't got to do the crappie or crappy thing anymore. If everybody across the country just called them that, we wouldn't have to worry about that debate, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Then there we go. I love doing some crappie fishing, but crappie crappie fishing is not good. That means you didn't do very well today. There's Chad out there. Fields to water. Oh my gosh. And V Catch Fish with Us is going to be back on Stand Day this Sunday. Oh my goodness. This is going to be awesome. Don't miss Stand Day this week. They're going to be fishing Stand Day from Sandusky Bay. Oh, we're going to put some pounds up this week. There's Chad with that. Yeah, thank you, John. I appreciate your friendship. I've got to fish with him a few times, and him and Dana are just amazing, awesome people. And John, that's awesome. We've talked about that before, as far as when you find people that are the same, whether they're talking to you face to face or on here. And John in real time. Maybe it's the name John. I don't know, but he's a real person, and there's no difference from what you see on here than what you see in person.
Yep, there's Parker out there fishing.
Oh my goodness! Sitting on that shocks me. I am so shocked. Anytime you hear
Parker gonna have to find him some new favorite folks, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, because he's sitting. Go ahead, JJ.
My wife. Sorry, I've got the camera off because I'm smoking. But I was watching Jerry. He did like a 4-hour live stream last Sunday in that high water.
Yeah.
And, my wife came through the studio, and she's going to the fridge out here. We keep all our drinks and stuff out here, cold drinks and all that. But she said, "Who's that?" And I said, "That's Mr. Jerry Parker." I said, "He is one of my favorite fishermen in the catfish community."
Absolutely.
He is one of my favorite. And Jerry, my hat's off to you, brother. You are one fishing monster machine.
Absolutely. And not just fishing.
He is a machine, son.
Absolutely. And not just fishing, does hunting, I think he does some hunting guide trips even. But yeah, that's you know what, that is probably one of the biggest things that I miss is doing all that stuff. Like I was Stan 3 is like he is because that's how he grew up, and I can't do a lot of that stuff anymore. And that's who I love. Stan 3 and Jerry, see them together, like that would be just whether it's hunting or fishing. And Stan 3 goes in the woods with a bow, and he'll just climb a tree, like no tree stand needed. Like, and Jerry's the same way. Like, he is the Billy Goat of the catfish community for sure.
Jerry, I'll throw a link in here if you want to come up and hang out with us a little bit.
That's right. That's right. We're just hanging out. But yeah, but getting back to tomorrow, I still see Sandy Toes out there. Thank you, Sandy. That is amazing. Doing the $50 gift card. Air Run is doing some NBA cards as giveaways, and I think also a guard dog. He's giving away 1 or 2 guard dogs, so big shout out there. And we're going to do the panfish off. You know what? It's one of those fun things, and it's only a couple hours. We'll do it a few times a year. So when you watch it tomorrow, if you have any ideas on what we can do to make it better, or if you want to fish in the next one, let us know. We're going to have some different things going on. Sandy Toe said she's looking forward to watching everybody and try not to catch a bass. That's right. What's up, Jerry? How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
What did you put? You said you had a good one on the bank. What did you get?
Well, I started off the night, got the first flathead of the year, and then I caught a 28-pound blue, and then a 60-pounder.
Holy crap. Is
So
that
at 50 pounder, it's gonna be a good video because he absolutely just decimated the rod whenever he took the rod down.
Oh wow.
that's so cool, man. So what's
Yep.
the water looking like? Still real high?
High, trashy. I'm
But
literally fishing in a flooded field.
Oh
but
my
it
gosh.
but if how long has it been that way? It leveled out for a couple of
Started
days.
coming up last Wednesday. It started coming up Thursday and Friday. The fishing was just unbelievable last Thursday and Friday. Then it came up over 25 feet in a matter of just a 24-hour period. So it was kind of rough. I hadn't been able to fish all week. Been working crazy overtime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, and I'll be honest, I almost went to another spot because there was so much debris in the water. But it's the kind of situation I got some culvert pipes blowing into this area, so it looked promising, and I'm glad I stuck it out. So
Awesome, dude.
Now,
Well,
now,
thanks for
Jerry,
coming up.
sometimes those bigger fish, the big fish, and we use words like that, like when Epic says like big fish, he's not talking about 30 pounders or whatever, and you're up in that class now, like you've caught enough big fish, 60, 70, 80 above, like they can handle some of that crap coming down in their face if it's in a situation where they can kind of hang out and eat food. The smaller ones, you won't catch smaller ones there because they can't deal with that stuff, right? I mean,
and bigger fish are just a little different. Like I said, they can withstand a lot more current and debris. But I'm fishing like literally there's a ditch out there, and I'm trying to
uh-huh.
drop my baits in that ditch because them fish are cruising down that ditch. So, but it kind of you'll see it. I'll put the video out Sunday.
That'll be
Yeah.
awesome. Make sure we nominate that takedown for takedown of the year on the Golden Whiskers because
Well,
if
the bad thing is, it's still like an awesome takedown, but the rod was already going down when I hit record. But when a rod gets bent so hard, it looks like it's straight again. That's
yeah.
how hard that fish was pulling
Wow. Wow.
the rod out of the rod holder.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
So we'll be looking forward to that. Jerry, for people, obviously you've got to fish waters that have those big fish in it. But for people that are out there and they've just started fishing for big cat, what's the one tip? Like, what's one thing? Like, how did you get to know where these big fish are going to be? Like, it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? It's a
And
what if you could say something to people that want to do that? They want to go to that next level of catching bigger fish, and I'm using air quotes, bigger fish consistently. What's a tip you would give them?
time, trial and error. It's just putting the time in. But the biggest
There you
thing,
go.
being a river guy, with John's going to tell you the same thing. You got to be able to read the water, especially if you bank fish.
Damn.
Got to be able to learn how to read the water and whatnot. Because not all spots, that look good are going to hold fish. It's just kind of a trial and error. Just like I fish a lot of the wing dikes. A lot of the wing dikes won't hold fish. And
Yep.
most time, big as the river is, you just think there'd be fish everywhere. They're just a very small portion of the area that's going to hold quality fish. So the big thing with the blues, it's all about the current, especially getting in the spring like this.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. This is that's some great advice, and that's you know you see the people out there that consistently do it. Stan 3 and now Dan, he's a guide, Goober Time Guide Service. Him and Stan 3 are doing stuff together out there, and that's it. I mean, I remember weekends where the two of them would be on the water in kayaks from Friday night till Sunday afternoon. Like they'd sleep on the water in the kayaks. I'd drop stuff off to them and stuff, but that's it. Like you just go out there and you learn from different conditions. And that's one of the biggest things I learned from Epic was what water not to fish. And it's hard to describe, but you just gotta, that is the biggest thing, I think, to eliminate water that you used to fish thinking, oh my gosh, and now you realize, nope, there's not going to be any fish there. I think that's one of the biggest things.
Oh, absolutely, Stan. I mean, just if you can eliminate 3/4 of the water, well, this quarter of it should have it, should
Yeah,
have the fish in
absolutely.
play, and it just saves you so much time. You know, uh, you're definitely not going to catch fish without bait in the water. You got to have the baits in the water,
Absolutely.
and the more time you got the bait in the water, the better off you're going to be.
Hmm.
So,
That's another thing. Quality fresh bait. That is one
Oh man,
thing.
I hope everybody's
Quality
taking
fresh bait.
notes. I hope everybody's taking notes because Parker is, it's not complicated. It is very simple, but it is not easy. It's not easy. It takes work. You got to go out there and do it and put the time out there. Use the fresh baits, like Parker's saying. Will chicken, spoiled chicken or old chicken, all that stuff will work. Will you catch a big fish on chicken? Everyone, of course, but fresh quality bait of what they're normally used to eating to grow that size. That's what they eat most of the time. So if you have what they're normally eating to grow, chances are you're going to get, that's the preferred bait that's the food, that's what they eat every day to get that size. So it just
mm,
makes sense to use that, and that's
and not,
great.
and you're not going to catch any big fish unless you use river cat tackle hooks. That's true.
Well, I was just getting ready to say that's one of the things you need gear that you have faith in and you trust. And folks, I'm here to tell you right now, I've used a lot of different hooks from different companies, and not just because I'm pro staff of River Cat Tackle. River Cat Tackle has the best hooks I have ever used, hands down. They,
Period.
I mean, they've got just, especially the German alloy hooks. They're just something different.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Uh, I'm going to be fishing with those next weekend. Uh,
woohoo!
John sent me a couple of packs of the 5/0 and German steel circle hooks, and now got those rigs tied up, and that's what I'll be fishing with next Saturday.
And there's
Watch.
a
You just got to watch your fingers, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, John did a demo one time with a piece of wood.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it slaughtered a piece of wood with it. It was crazy.
Here's the
Oh
thing
yeah.
with the German. Here's the thing with the German alloy. The difference is with the German alloy, it is a consistent. We've all heard the horror stories out there. Gamakatsu, I'll bring that up as one of the examples.
Mhm.
Gamakatsu, great hooks, and people love them. Well, guess what? The steel that they use isn't necessarily consistent. So they were great for a long time, but then all of a sudden there was some rolled tips. There was some where there was that horror thing a few years ago where every Gamakatsu, you get a big fish on and it was breaking like right at the bend, I think is where it was, but they would just pop. You get a big fish on and boom, and it was because of the inconsistent steel from
Yep.
certain countries. And the difference with German steel, German alloy, is it's from one mine, it's from one the
That's it.
ore, it's
That
all consistent. It's the same batch after batch after batch after. It's the same steel.
that ore's been coming from that same mine for 100 years.
And that's something.
That's something.
And and Jerry, I've heard Jerry mention this before. Is like he doesn't have to change hooks as often. I think he's fishing these hooks. How long are you fishing these hooks, Jerry?
Well, let's see. I have one. Matter of fact, see it's the end rod down there. I've got a 12-aught German on there. We caught that 85 last week. It's caught 250s. it probably has caught 40 fish in the last month.
Wow.
I still have the same hook on there.
Isn't that
And
something?
I guarantee you, with a lot of hooks, shit. And if you wonder why I'm getting bites, I'm not getting hooked up. Check the hook point. A lot of time, even if it might be just barely dipped down. It doesn't even have to be rolled. It could just be the very, very tip of it may have popped off or just bent down a different direction, and it's not. Oh, that can make a huge difference. So,
A good rule of thumb is just if you take a hook and you stick it on your thumbnail and you
bam,
pull it and it does not dig in, it's it's
it's
got to
not
go.
sharp enough. Great, great. That's an awesome tip, Jerry. Thank you. Hey, we've got Maurice Kaysen out there, half century. Half centuries out there. What's up? Greg B. What's up, Greg Burgess? Great to see you. Living Waters. He's out there. Awesome people. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. That's some great points. And
Check these out, Stan.
I'm sorry, what's that, JG? Uh-oh. Well, is that the winning hooks for the next live fishing tournament series? That's my prediction. My prediction is right there. JG is winning the next live fishing tournament league tournament with those River Cats tackle hooks.
Yep, German steel. Danny Stone.
So I'm hoping the big fish bite continues on this week of water until next weekend. So.
Hey, Rowdy Royal says that's exactly it. Pop yourself back up on full screen there. Oh, I'll do it for you, JG. I got you. There it is. Look at that. But Rowdy Royal said using baits that they're used to eating. If you want to catch a stand hog, use a double bacon cheeseburger. Absolutely. But there it is. And that's a 5-aught. Look at the gap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at the gap on that and everything for a 5-aught. Like that's a lot of companies. That's like a 8-aught hook doesn't have a gap like that. That is awesome. And I'm noticing a shorter shank. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, there's the Voodoos are going to be coming out for long, and that's going to be for you guys that like throwing those big old donkey baits.
Donkey baits.
Yeah, I've seen Parker throw a few.
Yeah, well, that's a big shout out to Epic, and you know what, John? I believe that Epic, part of the River Cats. Oh, can I say that?
Well, he's got our products.
There you go. Okay, so I can say it. Epic Catfish using River Cats tackle. We'll see what happens this year. We all know that Epic's not going to be able to get to big fish water. And we all hope. I don't know. It's one of those things. Like none of us can be Epic. We'll just that's just Tim Scott is Tim Scott, and that's who it is. That's who he is. And when you get to the point where it's got to be like an 80, 90-pound fish to get excitement from you. But I think we're going to see Epic catching. I'm going to call it right now. I think we're going to see Epic catching 100-pound fish this year on some River Cats tackle. I'm just saying.
So I've got to give a shout out to Palmetto Cat. I got some of these fish eye rigs.
Oh, the Fat Boy rigs, yes.
Yeah. Got the glowing eye on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's got the rattle goes in there. And these are Fat Boy rigs, so you can get you some Fat Boy rigs, man.
That's right, from our good friend Palmetto.
Yeah. And then I use these now I buy my egg sinkers called these come from Catfish Sumo. But what I like about these so much is they have a insert inside the weight. Has an insert in there that slides through the line.
Yeah.
I'll take one out and I'll show it to you. But what it does, it has a liner inside the lead,
Yeah.
and it. If I can get this open. I may or may not be able to get it open.
And while you're doing that, Greg Burgess, Greg B, said I caught a 20-pound blue cat and it had two baby Nutra rats in its gut, and it was feeding the bank. Jerry, I think it was you this past weekend. There was a bunch of people saying it, but I think it was you and Danny Stone. And man, when you get that water coming up and then it's starting to go back down, where it's coming in from areas where it's not normally. Well, one of the most abundant things out there is worms, night crawlers, whatever. It goes up and it starts coming back down. It's going to soak in. You just go out. You want to know how worms are attracted to water? Go out and look after it rained a lot. Look in the puddles and stuff, and you see how many worms out there, drowned worms in that puddle. Like they just are attracted to it, and it'll suck all these worms and all this food into the water. So when you're, it's up high up like that, and start the banks and as close as you can get, right? I think it was you and Danny that were talking about this weekend. Like, get the baits right up there against it, and because they're going to be sitting there waiting for that bait to just come sucking out from the water coming down.
Yeah, see, I got one out, Dan. If you look closely right there in the eye, it's sleeved.
There you go. Yep.
So
Yep.
that
There you go.
that slides on your line really well, and it's not going to fray it at all.
Danny Stone is saying that that eye actually has a blinking light when you put it in the water. Yes, that is the flasher rig.
Yeah.
We got Fishing with Tito out there. We're going to have them as a guest. I know I said it like a couple of months ago. I want him and we're going to have Fishing with Tito and oh my gosh, the name is just eluding my mind right now. I've got so much stuff going on, but we want to have them come up one week as a guest, and I wanted to do it a couple of weeks ago because they're just getting in, they're going to get in the community and want to start doing some of that stuff, like having people come up. And
I've got to give a shout out to Double Hook Angling too.
Absolutely,
Double Hook Angling. He's been in and out of the hospital a whole lot too.
Yes. Fishing with Catch. Thank you, Tito.
You guys. So he ties. You can hang out with him some on Friday mornings. He ties a lot of rigs, but he sent me a bunch of hand tied rigs that he did.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So there's several rigs there that he tied and sent those to me. Big thank you to him. And when I was sick, he sent me 2 bank rod holders, and then I ordered 2 more from him and paid him for those. And but that was just super nice of him to do that. And but Lyle Stokes does a lot of hand tied jigs, and
I bet you.
That's good stuff, man. I'm telling you.
JG, I bet you we'll see some JG. Oh my goodness. JG, I bet you we will see some Lyle Stokes rigs out there tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man. They'll be fishing with those. Absolutely. Jerry,
tomorrow.
How long are you going to be out there tonight? Do you get tired?
Did we lose Jerry? I think we lost him.
He's probably off down through there tromping around. Can't hear it.
Oh. There we go.
Here he is.
There he is. Oh.
Jerry, how long are you going to stay out there and tromp around?
I'll probably fish till around till the wife gets off at 11.
Yeah.
I'll probably fish about 10:30. But I'll be back out here tomorrow evening. and more than likely I'll be back out Sunday. And Danny, if you're in chat, get a hold of me, buddy. If the river's still blowed out, you're down your way real bad, bring your butt up here.
There you go.
He was in here. He was in here not long ago. Somebody asked me a question. JG, where did you get those weights from? They are from Catfish Sumo. So you
There you
can
go.
get Catfish Sumo, and they will mail those out.
I know our fellow broadcast brother here on Friday nights. He is part of the Catfish Sumo team.
Yeah, you can use code TSO10 and they'll get you 10% off your order with Catfish Sumo.
There you go.
And for those that follow kayak catfishing,
How did I not?
he's on there. He's Catfish Sumo. It's where he sells his hats and shirts and all that kind of stuff for kayak catfishing.
There you go, Gregory. I am sorry that I did not make you a moderator yet, but Gregory Lemon, Gregory, you are now a moderator. Thank you for coming in. Gregory's in here every Friday night. And I got to meet him and his dad, not this past year because I didn't get to go to CatCon, but the 2 years ago at CatCon. Just an awesome family. They are just, I can't say enough good stuff about Gregory and David. And
He ain't got him.
look at John.
What's he doing? Changing bait?
Stan, they talking about new styles for everything. You remember everybody talking about doing new
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. We've talked about that a lot.
Hey, it looks like a new pill holder for us old people. We put our pills in there.
Oh, look at that thing. Oh, look at that.
But it's the holes all the way through.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
And it
Hold on a
rattles. It
second.
makes noise.
Yeah, I hear some noise in there. Oh, look at that fancy little logo right there.
It's nice, dude. So that's a float.
Yeah.
How much
Oh, and
weight
I like the red and white. I like the red and white. That's basic colors. That's I tell you what, I think that's some of the colors they see best underwater. I'm just saying.
We've been working on a few things.
No, not y'all. Not River Cats Tackle. They're never working on anything new.
Hey, Jerry. Where'd he go?
He's reeling that rod in, probably changing baits or something.
Yeah,
I know there's a couple. There's a couple things like I've heard about. What was it? The 922 Swinger. Was it the Swinger or the?
That don't sound right, Stan.
No.
Yeah, I know. That might be wrong.
Bobby's not a swinger.
We have 922 spinners.
I got some maracas in here. You reckon I can make me a float out of maraca?
There we go, JG. Oh, I'm not down at the bottom. There we go. Dave G is out there. What's up, Dave G? Thank you for coming in. We got 27 awesome people out there watching.
29. Oh, hey, Danny, did you hear what Parker said earlier?
Yeah, Parker said the first pack is his. I'm just saying. We'll wait till Jerry gets done with his rods there, and then that'll be a lot more funny.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, can you hear us?
Yeah.
What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, Danny said, just remember when them Crimson Red, when the Crimson Reds come out and the Germans steal the first pack is mine. Back off, Parker.
I'll let Danny have the first pack.
Hey, Jerry.
Wow.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What do you got there? I can't see it.
Oh, listen. That is the red and white There it is. Oh.
Oh, good God. Hang on a second. I got a big, ooh, okay. Got a big old spot.
He said, hang on a second, I got it, whatever. And then he saw that and he's like, oh, wait a minute. I got to get to my rod. And, John, with the floats like that, that rattle that sounds awesome. Burrito Catfishing Lady says DSO, now known as Mr. Cut It Close on stand day. What the what? But those rattles, what a lot of people don't know is everything that's in the water, from minnows, shad, crayfish, whatever, every time they move, it makes a little, it makes a noise. It makes a little rattle. And that's what those are supposed to imitate. Is that correct?
That's what it's supposed to do. Looks like Jerry got a tree.
He's got a whole tree coming in.
he just threw that rod out.
Yeah, and he hooked himself a tree.
How can you hook trees
Oh,
in
wait a minute.
the field?
What Lisa's talking about is when the flood water this past stand day. I'm an old man. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, and it doesn't always work. When Danny was out there this past stand day, he finally found a spot to fish that wasn't flooded at the moment when he started. However, he put his rod holders in there, and he had them back away from the edge of the water. Well, within about a half hour, that water was all the way up past the rod holders. So he, moved the rod holders back, pounded them all back in, and all of a sudden he's like, we're fishing, and his stand day's going on like it normally does. And he looks around, and all of a sudden his truck is almost surrounded by water. So he had to get the heck out of there. Yes, I apologize. That is correct. Cut it close, getting out of the fishing spot. Yes, I now remember. Let's see, Sampy's out there. We had Maurice Kaysen in the house out there before. Always great to see Maurice. Off the Hook Outdoors is out there. What's going on, everyone?
There's Randy.
Oh, did Randy make it in? There he is. The old man, I'm sorry, not the old man, the old gray hair Randy Swain. I didn't call him old.
Hey,
but,
Jerry.
Yeah.
I showed you the big float for big bait, right?
Yes, sir. I'm excited about that.
Okay, wait. We also have something that can go behind it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Look.
I was actually talking to Creole just the other day, kind of.
Look.
Woo!
Very similar.
You sure want to show that right now, John?
Yeah, check that out, Jerry.
Yeah, heck yeah. Well, you got the rattle and the vibration.
Yep.
Well, for anybody out there that's ever bass fished, I know we call them ditch pickles and stuff. You get that. That blade like that spinning around the top on a spinnerbait. That's awesome. That is the type of noise that that's the type of noise that imitates food in the water. There's so many other things that we don't even think about that I think, it's when the bite is good. I think you need nothing other than a hook and bait. Bam, the bite's good. On fire. That means the moon phase is right. The barometric pressure is right. Everything is just on fire. Man, you could throw grape bubble gum out there, grape hubba bubba on a hook, throw it out there, and you can catch fish. But I think where that stuff makes a difference is when that bite is tough. And, there might be that fish that's not quite, your bait's not quite in their window, their window where they're going to feed, but they hear something. They hear that little rattle, or they notice that little something, and it might be outside of you're not right in their bite window. You're not right in that exact window, but they can detect it way off, maybe, 15, 20 yards. And they're like, what is that? Hey, I'm hungry. Let me go. So they swim closer and they keep hearing it. And I think that's where those things make a difference, is when the bite is not great. And I think those things make a difference in catching something or not catching something when the bite is tough. That's where I think it makes the biggest difference. And that's just, maybe it's just my opinion, but in all the years I've been fishing, whether it's for catfish or bluegill or whatever, I think that's the difference. Anybody can catch fish when the bite is on, when they're fired up. But when the bite is tough, that's where you're looking for what do I do when that bite is tough? And I think that's where those things like that float or that spook or whatever that John just had, and then that awesome blade bait with the vibrations. Absolutely. Fish will pick up on vibrations from further away than scents. And she may be correct. That is exactly right.
Yeah. Sandy fish a lot of salt water.
So yeah. From Australia. That would be awesome.
You better take your wallet with you when you go.
When the specks get on you, you can throw a bare hook. Absolutely. Sac-lay, crappie, specks, whatever you call them. Yeah, I've absolutely caught them on a shiny gold hook before. Just barely, just doing that little vibration like that, and they pick it up. They pick it up, just like it's a minnow. They catch that little shine. They catch whatever.
And I've gotten to the point to where I'm a big fan of red, like the colors of red, like my floats and I
Absolutely.
use demon dragons on my rigs. They're the big demon dragons, but I like the red ones. And that's made a difference, Yeah, I like red. Red hooks, red. It makes a big difference. That thing looks like a big hot dog weenie.
Yep. No, Jerry, don't go there.
Hey, you need to paint.
You got to be careful. Careful, JG. Careful. We got Jerry up here with us. You never know what he's going to say.
Jerry might have a fish on that rod's all bent over there.
It does look like that, right?
Nope. No, he ain't got one.
What's up, JG? Well, let's see. We had Gregory Lemon up here before. Did I miss it? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Weather. The weather for Kingman, conditions are clear, 61 degrees. Ooh, that's I love 60 degrees. That is just perfect. The wind is blowing from the southeast, 8 miles per hour. Current humidity is 37%. John, has Louisiana ever seen 37% humidity? I don't think so.
Actually, we do get it, but that's only when it gets cold. And I'm talking below 40.
Oh, that's absolutely cold for down there.
Yeah, we got frost warnings for tonight.
We had it here in Virginia. I don't know if it's tonight or if it was last night, but yeah, it's been under 40 at night now here in April. Sandy Toes, that is a great point. Sandy Toes is saying saltwater is a different ball game than catfishing. I learned heaps from you guys and then try and apply the different techniques to my fishing. Absolutely. I think that there's so much crossover from especially catfishing to saltwater. If you're after big fish in saltwater, most of the rigs are the same. And you got your high-low rig, your double Kentucky rig. It's all whatever you want to call it. Fish, they're all pretty much the same. But you could take catfishing rigs and go out there in saltwater and catch some monster fish with them, and vice versa. You can go from saltwater to come over here and use those same techniques to catch catfish, and it's amazing the similarities. And if you're catfishing, you need to know more than just catfish, because you've got to catch. In just a minute, Gregory's asking, so when are we getting off the live? Somebody else must be out there live fishing tonight, obviously.
I'm getting ready to pop out because I don't have a battery pack. So I
Absolutely, we're
thought,
going to end we're
yeah.
ending the show here in a second, but
All
we
right.
appreciate you coming up, Jerry.
Hey, absolutely. Well, I seen John was up there. I had to come up.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you was getting ready to do something.
You had to come rag old John a little bit.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
right. That's right.
All right, well, don't let your phone die, Jerry. You gotta
Yeah.
save
Anything
a little life for an emergency.
anything
Yep.
else you want to add before you get out of here, Jerry?
And just everybody get out there, get after it. Even though it's spring, got high water, don't let that discourage you. Just adapt, getting the tributaries out of the main rivers and stuff. And even on the lakes, some fish are going to go back up in these tributaries and feed. I mean, this is the time. This for next couple months is high water. It can be an absolute amazing time. Amazing
That's
time to
it.
big fish.
That's it.
Just even numbers. So
I concur, Jerry. Spend some time out there, find out where you can fish, get out there, and you've got a better chance of catching fish than any of the three of us do tonight. That's for sure.
Well, yeah.
But as always, Parker, my friend, I a lot of respect for you. Thank you for what you do. I know that you're out there all the time. You do it because you love it, but a lot of us that are out here appreciate you sharing, and we can't thank you for what you put forth out there. So thank you very much.
thank you very much. I mean, I got a great family that supports me. I mean, I got a bunch of
Yes.
awesome brothers and sisters that support me too. So it makes it a little easier to get out. And that, like my wife, she she works a lot of evenings, so that's one of the reasons I'm able to get out a lot so much nights. And she's like, there's even days, like she'll go in, she's like, and I don't even feel that great. She's like, so you need to go, you need to go. Other time, maybe
Yes,
catch a giant.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, that's awesome, dude. And Danny said it looks like he's going to the Gulf of America 4th of July week, so that'd be good to
Ab-
see. Danny always goes live, and he'll be down there trying to catch whatever he can find.
Absolutely. And Jonathan May is asking, does River Cats Tackle have discount codes? Well, first of all, River Cats Tackle is not charging shipping. And then discount codes. Parker, what's your code for River Cats Tackle?
Parker 10.
Parker 10. And I know there's DSO 10. There's our favorite code 92210. Because that's just numbers. You don't even got to remember letters. Just 92210. Very simple. But just go to rivercatstackle.com,
Yeah.
get in touch with John, and you won't be disappointed. We're jumping out of here in just a second anyhow. Sandy Toast said for saltwater, freshwater, rigs are very similar, but just the way we go about targeting the fish is different. And that's where I've started chasing up my absolutely. I concur. I fish both saltwater and freshwater. I totally understand. My saltwater fishing got way better once I started targeting, because we just moved down here to Virginia. Like our big catfish up there was a mistake, like where you happen to have a big shiner or something out in the river and you happen to hook into a big channel cat or something, like in the teens, 15, 16. We've caught, I think the biggest one we caught up there was like an 18-pound catfish, channel cat in the Delaware River. But when you start actually targeting the bigger fish,
Oh, Stan went blank on us.
Well, he done locked up.
Yeah, he's uh-oh. Jared got a fish on. Now this is gonna be cool. Go, Jared, go. Got you on full screen here, buddy. That thing's gonna pull him in. Yeah, that's stout. That's stout bite. That is a stout bite.
We got a good one.
Yeah, that's a good fish right there. Go, Jerry, go.
Oh, and he got me in a drift pile. Got me in a drift pile. There he goes.
You got a fish on the right rod too.
Well, yeah, I got a huge pile of drift coming down. The fish is in that. He may
Is
not
that
even
you
big.
think that's debris on the right on the other rod?
Oh no. Okay.
Danny, you ought to be up there helping him.
All right.
Danny said the other rod's going down on some debris.
Well, big old pile of drift, and that's where having a good rod holder. Them take
That
down
makes a
rod
huge
holder.
difference.
Good.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the rod. Well, come on, Jerry, get this fish in. John, you could talk some about his technique there, how he's holding the rod and he's got the way he's got his back positioned and putting leverage on the fish. You bank fish, and there's rivers like that, so you could probably talk about that a little bit.
What he's doing is he's keeping the pressure on that fish because he's got to keep that fish up. If you don't keep him up in the current, he'll definitely go down and drive it into the rocks or log, whatever he can get under, he's going for it. Now,
Well,
the fun part is having that long rod and netting the fish.
yeah, that's an art in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. I usually just throw the rod down, grab the line, and then grab him in the bottom jaw. Therefore, when I grab him, he grabs me. I know he ain't going nowhere.
Right. Here he comes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Good looking fish. Oh yeah. Everything on a twist and turn and death roll and everything else. Oh yeah, Jared. What a nice fish. What
For you guys.
it's hard for me to tell, but it looks like it's at least in the 40s. What do you think, John?
At least 40.
Whew. Get the old FOA
FOA
out.
custom slings there. We have shout out to our buddy Freddie over there, FOA Customs and Gear. I don't know. This rod here might be stuck in debris. That's what Danny said. Oh, he's pulling like heck on that thing. Oh, it come loose. Mm. Yeah, he got it out of there.
Well, I wanted to get that rod in before the drift pile snapped the line.
Yeah.
Calm down, calm.
Jerry got one on the bank here, so you're gonna let him weigh this thing, and it's a great way to end the show.
All right. I've already got the sling carried out because I weighed a fish earlier for the Mad Cats weekly contest. All right, 46 pounds.
46.07. Way to go, Jerry.
Well, folks,
That's
actually,
freaking awesome.
I'm gonna pop out here and do a little B-roll video of me releasing this fish,
Yes, sir.
whatnot. Thank you
gotta-
all so much for coming up, and John, thank you for having me on the team and making such awesome products, brother.
We're working hard at getting more too, Jerry, and you know it.
Well, y'all
All right,
have a good
Jerry.
night.
I tell you, brother, get your code in there.
Yes, sir.
All right, see ya. Did you see that fish, Stan?
What fish? I was trying to.
Did you
Something
see the
happened
fish,
and I got
Stan?
bumped out and I just came back.
Well,
What fish are we talking about?
never mind. You just have to go back and watch the show. And
What the what? There
Earn
was a
yourself,
fish caught.
earn yourself another view. Earn yourself another view.
It wasn't that big. It was just a 46.
Oh, that's all.
It's
Okay.
just a 46.
Well, with that being said, John, and what else can we add? First of all, tomorrow, Sandy Toes, thank you. With the we're doing the fish off tomorrow, right here on Two Stands. I think we already have 6 spots, but I think 2 people are fishing. 2 different teams are going to be on the same camera. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's the most panfish you can catch. Crappie and bass, your first 5 of them is what counts. So bass are worth -5, crappie's worth +5.
Yeah,
It's gonna
y'all
be
come
just
on over and
fun.
hang out with Stan tomorrow from 12 to 2.
12 to 2, that's right. Just fun. Just getting back to our roots and having some fun. John's got a tournament coming up, the Wally World Whiplash, and that is May 10th, I think we said.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
you got Randy and then Lisa with the Doc Demon.
Yep.
That's coming up.
Lance McCougai said, "Dang it, Parker made it a fishing show and Stan missed it. He's laughing his butt off out
And
there."
then
You gotta love Stan.
Lisa said, just know Stan will be late.
Just know.
And
And-
Steady
and-
Toes, way over there in the beautiful continent of Australia. She's
Yeah.
saying, "I won't be there. I'm going to be sleeping." Yeah, because that's quite a difference. I think, what is it, about a 12-hour time difference over there?
Something
Pretty
like that.
big difference.
Yeah.
Hey, I
But,
want to give a big shout out for Mr. John Cyclone coming up and hanging out with us tonight.
That's
He is
absolutely
one awesome cat. He's got awesome tackle and gear for sale. You guys go over and check him out at rivercatstackle.com and go venture out and check him out. We really appreciate John coming up tonight and hanging out with me and Stan. Always good to see John in the house.
I ain't had nothing else better to do. If I get on here, I ain't got to worry about trying to get in touch with the orange head fella first. So
There you go. This one put the stress out.
Yeah,
Put the stress off for a little while.
yeah, it took the load off.
There you go. But we appreciate you being here, John and Stan, great job tonight. Enjoyed hanging out with you, and glad I could come hang out with you guys tonight. I'm not on the show every Friday. I try to be, but I just have to go with what life gives me, and when I can be here, I'm great. I'm here. So, with that being said, don't forget to tell somebody you love them, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Come and hang out with Stan tomorrow at 12 o'clock, and don't forget Stan Day on Sunday mornings from 9 to 12. You come hang out with him then, too. Stan is on YouTube, so at 2 Stan Kitchen. You guys come check him out. And Stan, you got anything to add?
Deuces. Let's get out of here.
Y'all have a great evening.
See everybody tomorrow at noon.